Ooh, take a look at this shopkeeper and this boy. Now, the boy is 7 years old, okay? I was in India a few years ago, and one day I was talking with a shopkeeper. We were just having a normal conversation in his shop, and suddenly he said, "Hey, do you see that boy? He likes watching porno films on his phone. He likes watching porno films on his phone." Can you believe it? The boy was 7 years old. 7 years old and watching porn on his phone. Now, do you think this is good or bad? What do you think? Well, I think most people would say this is bad, right? I would say it's bad. Okay, so why was this happening? I mean, what's the problem? What was the problem? In your opinion, what do you think the problem was? The first thing I think of is the boy's parents. Okay, I mean, does his parents know he's watching porn on his phone? I mean, where did he get the phone from? Did his parents give him the phone? Or, what's going on? The first thing I think of is the parents. I mean, what do you think? Is there any other solution to this problem? The internet is full of good and bad content. It's full of it, right? I mean, you go online every day. You use the internet every day. There's good stuff and there's bad stuff. Now, as an English teacher, do you think I should teach the good stuff, or should I teach the bad stuff too? Or should I teach everything? Well, a lot of English resources, I think, focus on the good stuff. Or maybe I should say sterile. Maybe instead of good and bad, I should use the words sterile and real. Sterile means really clean, like very sanitized, sterile. Like there are no germs. That's what the word sterile means. So, right? So if you sterilize some like water or something, then you kill the germs in that water. Okay. So I think most English resources that you have, probably like a grammar book or something, right? It is just really sterile. It will teach you English, but it will teach you very clean English, very sterile English. It will never talk about any bad things. The problem is that real English includes good and bad, right? Grammar textbooks never talk about touchy topics. Touchy topics. Touchy means sensitive. Sensitive topics, right? Grammar textbooks are very sterile. They never talk about touchy topics. But I think, touchy topics are necessary for learning English, for learning real English, right? They're necessary because you hear things in real life English that you will never see in a book. You'll never see it in an English DVD or an English grammar book or something like that. There's so many things in real English that you'll never find in there. So I think touchy topics are necessary, and I've chosen to include touchy topics here on my channel. Now, the problem with that is that touchy topics may not be appropriate for children. Topics like, swearing, sexual content, violence. Okay, these topics might not be appropriate for children. It depends on the age of the child. It depends on the parents. What do the parents allow the kid to watch or say? Or, there's just so many variables. It depends, right? But the thing is, on my YouTube channel, I have talked about these things. I've talked about these things. For example, in a few of my videos, I've talked about the KKK. Okay, the KKK are a racist, terrorist group of people that are really bad. Okay, it's violence, right? Now, you might not want your children learning about the KKK. This stands for Ku Klux Klan. KKK. They're a really bad organization, right? You might not want your babies, watching one of my videos where I'm talking about the KKK, right? I mean, it's up to you. You're the parent, okay? So swearing, sexual content, violence, alcohol. Now, in some of my videos, there are these things. Now, the reason I have these things is because it's real English, and I want to teach real English on my channel, So I just want to say to parents, hey, if kids watch my videos, I love it. I love kids. I really love kids so much, and I'm happy if kids watch my channel. I know there have been a few kids who have commented on my videos. They say things like, "Hi, sir, I'm 12 years old and I love watching your videos." That's great. That makes me so happy because I love kids so much. But I just want to say to parents, understand that my channel is for adults. My channel is for adults, not really for kids. In the future, I hope to make some lessons for kids. I want to make a whole series of videos just for kids because I love teaching kids. I taught English in China, to kids, kindergarten, like 2 years old. My youngest students were 2 years old and my oldest students were like 14, 15. I loved it. It's great. I love teaching kids. But you know what? Here on YouTube, my channel is mostly for adults, okay? Now, I would say 95% of my videos are totally clean, completely clean. No swearing, no sexual content, no violence, nothing. Just very good, clean videos. But I would say about 5% of my videos, are sort of questionable. Questionable means, should a kid watch this or not, right? So parents, need to be responsible to make a decision, right? It's the parents' decision what is allowed and what isn't allowed, right? So I just want to tell you this because if you are, a parent and you watch my videos, maybe you're in Canada or somewhere else around the world, maybe you see me and you think, wow, Mark is a great guy. He's so nice. He would never teach anything bad. Well, in real life, that's true. I'm a very nice person, actually. I mean, I don't, I have very clean speech. I'm nice to people. I'm kind to people. I think I'm a nice guy. I don't know. I guess you've never met me. You just see me in my videos, but I'm a pretty nice guy. The problem is when I'm teaching English, I like to teach the stuff that nobody else is teaching. I like to talk about things that you won't find anywhere else. Okay, so that's what I decided for my channel. When I started Mad English TV, I decided, you know what? I want to teach real English. Because I know most of the people on YouTube are adults, right? So adults, can handle real English. I don't want you to be in a situation where you hear some people speaking English, but you don't understand, right? I mean, maybe they're telling a bad joke or something. Well, maybe you don't want to understand the joke, but in my opinion, understanding is good because it gives you knowledge, right? Knowledge is good and it can save you from embarrassing situations, really embarrassing situations. Sometimes if you don't know what people are talking about, then you don't have any power. You're just guessing, right? So I want to give you knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? And the more English you know, the more you can decide. Yeah, I'm not going to learn too much about that. I'm going to learn about this, but at least then you know what some words mean, like swear words, right? It's important to know what swear words are and what they mean so that you don't get yourself fired from your job. Because if you start swearing at your job, you might get fired, right? So I just want to show you here my YouTube analytics page, okay? Now, YouTube gives me statistics. So anytime I can go on my YouTube channel and I can get statistics. Who is watching my videos? More men or more women? Actually, right now, it's very even, men and women. So that's great. And look at this age. Okay, so here are the ages, right? 13 to 17 years old, 1%. Only 1% of teenagers are watching my videos. Now, YouTube doesn't give me the numbers for under 13. So if a kid is like, 7 years old, there's a very low chance that those kids are watching my videos. I mean, it would be well under 1%, okay? Then the next bracket is 18 to 24, that's 11%. 25 to 34, 26%. 35 to 44, 24%. 45 to 54, 18%. 55 to 64, 13%. And 65 plus, 7%. Okay, so that's the breakdown of the age group that watches my channel. Okay, so which age group are you in? Let me know down there in the comments. Which age group are you in? Now, you can see that almost all my viewers are adults, right? Practically all my viewers, except for this maybe 1% here, like 99% of my viewers are adults, especially 25 to 45-year-olds, okay? That's about half my views, or even more than half my views, sort of come from this area here, more than 25, okay? Now, take a look at these numbers here. I just want to take note of these. Wow, 13% of my viewers are 55 to 64, and 7% are 65 plus. That makes me so happy. If you are in this age range, I just want to acknowledge you. I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. That is awesome. Some people think that, older people in, older generations like 55 and above, they don't use technology very much, and they never learn anything on YouTube or something like that. Look at this. This proves that wrong. 20% of my viewers, that's 1/5 of all my viewers, are over 55 years old. That is incredible. So I just want to say thank you so much. That makes me really happy. I know you are a lot smarter than me, but for some reason, you choose to watch my videos, so that makes me really honored. Okay, I'm just really happy about that. People who are older know how to use technology, and they know how to learn with technology. Sometimes we say in English, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Right? That's a saying. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Well, yeah, you can. Okay, YouTube has only been around for maybe 15, 20 years. Well, it's only gotten popular maybe in the last 10 years, right? Most people, when I was in high school, I never watched YouTube. I don't even know if YouTube existed back then, right? So it's a very recent thing. So a lot of people are using YouTube, and I'm really happy about this group here. And also, I want to start teaching more kids in the future as well. But right now, my channel is mainly for these people here. So I just wanted to make a video telling you about that. So, I want to ask you again, to be a good English teacher, should they teach this stuff or this stuff? Well, personally, I like a bit of both. Sometimes I like to push it a little bit and teach some questionable content. But like I said, most of my content is good. It's very clean. But I want to know, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Someone once told me that I should put 18 plus in the title of my videos if there was some, sort of touchy issue or some sort of questionable content. They said I should put actually this 18 plus in the title of the video. Now, the problem is that, I'm not the person who decides what is questionable and what isn't. It's you. It's really you. If I'm just teaching real English, it's your decision what is, good or what is bad. And I want that decision to be yours. Everybody disagrees. If I put this in the title of my videos, the problem is you might disagree, and I might, you might think something is sensitive and I don't think it's sensitive, or I might think something is sensitive and you don't think it's sensitive, right? So it all depends on, parents, for example. So if you're a parent, just want you to know that maybe some of my videos have some, touchy topics, right? Now, this is the normal way movies are rated here in Canada, right? G means general. They're just general for everybody. Kids, probably cartoons. These are mostly like cartoons, maybe Disney movies, right? PG means parental guidance. Parental guidance. That means parents should be a little bit, just careful. Maybe there might be some tiny things, nothing too bad, just maybe some small things, right? 14A means, yeah, there could be some bad things, some swearing, some sexual content, maybe a little bit of violence. Okay, then 18A, there is definitely going to be something. Violence, sexual content, a lot of swearing, maybe, who knows. R is even worse. There's going to be a lot of it. And then A stands for adult. Okay, A is adult, like pornography, basically, right? That's what an adult film is. So if you see a store here in Canada or the US that says adult store, adult films or something like that, that means it's bad. It's not just for you if you are an adult. No, it means there's going to be bad things in there. So you might not want to go into that store. Okay. So I guess the boy in India, he skipped all of these and went straight to the adult, went straight to the porn. That is too bad. I don't know. What do you think is the solution to that? Do you think his parents are to blame, or what should happen in that situation? Because that probably shouldn't be happening for a 7-year-old boy or any children to have access to this material. But I just want to say, hey, if you're a parent and your kids are watching my videos, thank you so much. I really love it when kids watch my videos, but just want you to be aware that even though I'm a nice guy, sometimes some of my content can be a little bit questionable. But you can have a conversation with your wife about that, and maybe you can watch my videos before you show them to your kids or something like that, and talk to your kids too. Most parents don't talk to their kids. Have conversations with your kids about, which words are good and bad and why they're bad. Don't just say, that movie's bad, that movie's good, that word is good, you can't use that word. Don't say that. Explain to your kids why things are good and bad, and why maybe they're not allowed to watch something. So that would be my request to you. But anyway, hey, I just wanted to let you know that. Let me know your thoughts down there, and I'll see you guys over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.